Good morning, this is Jordan with Easy Lawn. I'm just going to give you a rundown on kind of where we're at on the project here. Just came over this morning, checking things out. So last night I stayed and got in our CA6 base. I marked it over here. It's about an inch low. Now what we did here is we graded out this area here, well, not quite finished, but roughly graded it out right now. We're going to be putting in a 22, or we're not putting it in, but their owner's going to be putting in a 22-foot above ground pool here, so we had to create a lot of room for that. And get this nice and level. We're going to be bringing in some sand as well. Now this base here, CA6 base, when you're doing one of these retaining walls, you're going to want at least 6 inches of CA6 base. Okay, if you have some water problems, if you get into a water table, or if you have a hard rain, let's say, or a lot of runoff coming down in the middle of your project, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to dig down about 10 to 12 inches deeper. You're gonna have to grab some, about 4-inch, 6-inch riprap, fill in that 10 to 12 inches, then do your CA6 base on top of that and bring it back up to level, and that'll give you the stability you need. But yeah, once we get this 6 inches, like I said, we're gonna bring this up another inch here to get it to where we want it to be. Then we'll start laying our first course of block. We'll start in this corner here with a 45 angle, which is simple to do. You're really just turning 2 blocks, setting 2 blocks there at a 45-degree angle. You use a half block behind it to create some stability in the corner. Really simple corner, actually, easier than doing your typical corners. And then what you're doing on top of that is a half block on top of that as well, for the second course. And you just move along like that. The one drawback to doing the 45 is it does make your run out not dead center on the blocks. So it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but you'd have to do some funny stuff in the corner. So your blocks do run offset, but it is a uniform offset. So what this wall is going to do, it's going to have about 40 feet, exactly 40 feet across the back here, and it's going to taper down at both sides at a 45-degree angle. And we'll get drain tile in there also. Those of you who know retaining walls know drain tile is not necessary if your wall is built correctly. So it's not always needed. Most contractors will do it to keep the inspectors and homeowners happy. But it's not needed if the wall's built correctly. In this case, we're not exceeding 4 feet. We're not going to need geogrid. Pretty simple wall here, but it's just lengthy. But yeah, so that first course will go in. Second course, be about 8 courses in the back, plus your cap, and that'll get glued down. These all have pins as well. They're 88-pound Versalock blocks, 18 inches, 12-inch depth, 6-inch height. So they're heavy stuff. We're gonna get our workout in today for sure. But anyway, just want to give you a rundown on how things are going and kind of give you a little bit more details about how the process goes for some of you following along that want to tackle projects like this with your company or on your own. I'd recommend having somebody at least with you. Don't try this on your own. You can do it, but you'll have your work cut out for you for sure. And it'll definitely take more time. So I'll keep you updated. Like, subscribe. I hope you enjoy the channel. Easy does it.